Enter into the world of L36 and dive into the power of storytelling. We bring together a community to discover what captivating tales can teach us, and use the adventure to inspire greater insight into mental well-being. Join us for an enriching exploration. Have you ever wondered how war affects soldiers beyond the physical scars? In this video, we go beyond the action-packed battle scenes and delve into the mental and emotional toll of war on soldiers portrayed in films. Join us as we analyze the psychological effects of war and examine how filmmakers have depicted these complex experiences. From adrenaline-fueled thrill to devastating trauma, this exploration will leave you with a more profound respect for the human cost of war. Let's explore 5 of the greatest war films that vividly portray the psychological effects of war on soldiers. But before diving into them, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. Your support is invaluable to us. So let's jump into our analysis of the most impactful films that have ever depicted the realities of combat for those who have lived it. American Sniper. American Sniper compellingly portrays post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. In the film, we see Chris Kyle, played by Bradley Cooper, grappling with the psychological fallout of his service in Iraq. One scene shows Kyle returning home and struggling to readjust to civilian life. As he watches his wife playing with their children, he feels disconnected and haunted by his memories of war. As he tries to talk to his wife about his experiences, he tells her, "I guess I just don't know what normal is anymore." This line captures the profound disorientation and alienation that many veterans with PTSD feel upon returning home. Throughout the film, we see Kyle struggle with nightmares, anxiety attacks, and other symptoms of PTSD. By depicting these struggles in such vivid detail, American Sniper shines a light on the psychological toll of war that too often goes unseen. The Deer Hunter. The Deer Hunter presents a profound portrayal of depression among veterans. The character of Nick, played by Christopher Walken, is particularly emblematic of the psychological toll of war. After returning home from Vietnam, Nick is a shell of his former self, plagued by intrusive thoughts, nightmares, and deep feelings of despair. One striking scene shows Nick staring blankly into space as his friends try to cheer him up. He remains silent and unresponsive, unable to connect with the world around him. In a later scene, we see Nick struggling with troubling thoughts, indicating the severity of his depression. As Christopher Walken's character accurately depicts the psychological struggles of a combat veteran, The Deer Hunter serves as a powerful commentary on the devastating impact of war on soldiers' mental health. Jarhead. The 2005 war drama Jarhead offers a unique perspective on the psychological effects of war, particularly in its depiction of anxiety among soldiers. One notable scene shows the main character, Anthony Swafford, also known as Swaff, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, struggling with a panic attack during his deployment in the Gulf War. As he hyperventilates and struggles to catch his breath, we see the intense fear and helplessness that come with anxiety. In another scene, Swaff describes his constant state of anxiety, saying, "I just want to know who's going to kill me." His honesty in that statement captures the pervasive fear that many soldiers experience while on active duty, and highlights the toll that constant vigilance can take on one's mental state. By portraying anxiety in such a realistic and nuanced way, Jarhead underscores the mental health struggles that are often overlooked in discussions of war, and offers a poignant reflection on the emotional cost of military service. Born on the 4th of July. Offering a harrowing depiction of substance abuse and addiction among veterans, Born on the 4th of July follows the journey of Ron Kovic, played by Tom Cruise, as he returns home from the Vietnam War and grapples with physical and emotional trauma. In one scene, Kovic turns to drugs and alcohol as a means of coping with his pain, becoming increasingly dependent on substances as time goes on. We see him spiral out of control, struggling to maintain relationships and keep his life together. A particularly meaningful quote from the film shows Kovic acknowledging his addiction, saying, "I'm hooked and I don't know what to do." This line hints at the sense of hopelessness and desperation that many veterans experience as they struggle to break free from the grip of addiction. By shining a light on the destructive nature of substance abuse and the challenges of addiction recovery, Born on the 4th of July offers a powerful commentary on the realities of life after war, and underscores the need for greater support and resources for veterans dealing with addiction. Hello there! Are you gaining any insight from our video on war and the mind? We'd love to hear your thoughts before we reveal the final film, so go ahead, share your thoughts with us in the comments below. and talk about your most influential eye-opening war film with your friends. Let's keep the discussion going. Wrapping up our list is the critically acclaimed Band of Brothers, which among all the previously mentioned difficulties combat veterans face, it also effectively portrays the sleep disturbances that often plague soldiers who have been exposed to trauma. In Episode 9, Why We Fight, Easy Company captures a concentration camp in Germany, leaving the soldiers deeply troubled by the events they witnessed. Consequently, many of them suffer from nightmares and sleep disturbances. In a touching scene, Private Webster, portrayed by Ian Bailey, struggles to sleep and resorts to playing music to drown out the noise of his fellow soldiers. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Nixon, played by Ron Livingston, deals with his trauma through heavy drinking. In Episode 10, Points, the soldiers still experience sleep disturbances despite the war ending. Sergeant Lipton, portrayed by Donnie Wahlberg, tries to assist Private Penkala, portrayed by Tim Matthews, who is plagued by nightmares and flashbacks. Lipton recommends that Penkala seek PTSD treatment and speak to the chaplain. Through its potent representations of the physical and psychological consequences of war, Band of Brothers offers an emotional insight into the obstacles that soldiers face as they try to readjust to civilian life. Therapeutic psychology advancements. Though absolutely devastating for the individual who has to face war, the study of the post-traumatic effects experienced by soldiers has led to significant advancements in therapeutic psychology, including the development of cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy, developed by Aaron Beck, aims to help individuals identify and challenge negative thoughts and behaviors that contribute to psychological distress. Beck once stated, "Cognitive therapy seeks to alleviate psychological stresses by correcting faulty conceptions and self-signals. By correcting erroneous beliefs, we can lower excessive reactions." In the film Deer Hunter, the power of CBT is shown as Michael, played by Robert De Niro, confronts depression and PTSD after returning from Vietnam. Through therapy sessions with his friend and fellow veteran Steven, played by John Savage, Michael addresses his traumatic experiences and challenges his negative beliefs about himself and the world around him. CBT has proven highly effective in treating various mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and PTSD. The development of CBT, exposure therapies, and the use of medications have significantly improved outcomes for individuals struggling with PTSD. The study of post-traumatic effects in soldiers has had a profound impact on the field of psychology, reducing stigma and encouraging veterans to seek help, resulting in countless veterans healing and recovering. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or EMDR, is another form of therapy gaining popularity. EMDR therapy involves recalling traumatic memories while focusing on external stimuli, such as eye movements, to desensitize the patient to the memory. The film Fort Bliss from 2014 portrays a female soldier who returns home from deployment and struggles with PTSD. Through EMDR therapy, she can confront and process her traumatic experiences, resulting in a reduction in symptoms. Group therapy is another form of treatment that has been shown to be effective in helping veterans cope with PTSD. In the film Born on 4th of July, Kovic attends group therapy sessions with other veterans. These sessions provide a safe and supportive environment for veterans to share their experiences and emotions, reducing feelings of isolation and loneliness. Moreover, group therapy can provide veterans with valuable coping skills and social support, which can be crucial for those who feel disconnected from their families and communities. By offering a space for veterans to connect with others who have similar experiences, group therapy can be a powerful tool for promoting healing and recovery. In conclusion, the development of various forms of therapy, along with increased awareness and understanding of PTSD, has had a significant impact on the mental health and well-being of veterans. Although much work remains to be done, the progress made has helped numerous veterans find hope, healing, and a path forward. Thanks for tuning in. If you connect with the content on our channel and want to take your viewing experience to the next level, consider joining our membership program. Becoming a part of our community is the best way to support our channel and get the most out of your membership. Click the link in the description to join now and see you on the inside.